Lynn is a stellar advocate for natural resources.
I've never seen so much passion from someone wanting to protect an area.
Lynn is truly a Valley treasure. Think of what we have gained through her work.
I probably met Lynn during the George Washington National Forest Management Plan revision process back in the early 90s. I was a reporter for the Highland Bath Recorder at the time, and Lynn was just a part-time activist. She was also a librarian at the James Madison University libraries, but once she retired sometime around the year 2000, she basically became a full-time National Forest activist. Lynn started working on the Shenandoah Mountain National Scenic Area Project, which was recently introduced into Congress. Seems like, well, gee whiz, what's the big deal? You just got something introduced into Congress. Well, it took 20 years to get it where it is. She went around to businesses and individuals and landowners like farmers all around the National Scenic Area and asked them to endorse the project.
When I think about Lynn, the first time I met her, which was over 20 years ago, and her, coming to me since I was involved in the mountain bike community, and she had this crazy idea that she was proposing, which was protecting Shenandoah Mountain with a lot of wilderness areas. And she's had to be incredibly flexible and incredibly patient, working with a bunch of different people. And she seems to always done it with a smile, and she always allows people to talk and express themselves.
I crossed paths with Lynn quite a long time ago when she was working with the great folks of the Virginia Wilderness Committee to preserve Virginia's wild mountain landscape. That was about 40 years ago, and in the time since then, Lynn has been both persistent and effective.
And I'm incredibly happy for her, as hopefully she gets closer to a big goal of protecting Shenandoah Mountain. And I'm very happy, obviously, for that project to be moving forward. But if there was, one person I couldn't be happier for, it's Lynn. Regardless of the outcome, I think there's been a lot accomplished in the process, which is bringing more awareness to Shenandoah Mountain. A lot of the good she's trying to get done has happened. I hope this passes really soon so she can take a break.
It was a special privilege to work with Lynn during the successful fight to prevent the Atlantic Coast Pipeline from cutting through the George Washington National Forest, including the Shenandoah Mountain area.
When we were fighting the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, Dominion was going to bury their $8 billion frack gas pipeline through Shenandoah Mountain, and Lynn made them move their pipeline.
Lynn was the story map queen. She produced a series of high-information story maps focused on the damage that would have occurred if the pipeline had gone forward. These story maps made a difference with respect to public, regulatory agency, and even the pipeline developers' understanding of the risk associated with the proposed pipeline project. I know they made a difference.
So I wouldn't mess with Lynn or her mountain.
You can't help but smile, because you think of Lynn, she's smiling so much. Yeah, I think that was the main thing I just wanted to add, was just really thanking her for how much time she has devoted. And there's people who know, but I don't think any of us really truly know how much time she has put in. Probably Malcolm does.
She is very high on the list of those who have helped preserve the natural world for both current and future generations, and she certainly deserves this award.
Congratulations, Lynn.